All right, this is Carmen Battalion. With me is Don Jones and Jimmy Moses. And we're going to tell you a little bit about this National Specialty Show. 1970 in Denver, Colorado. Get off to a little slow start here with this photographer trying to capture who the judges are and who the personalities are, but we'll get into the show here in just a second. Well, who won Grand Victor this year?
This was the year that Hollamor's Judd went Grand Victor. He was a much talked about dog, sturdy, good sized dog, very deep, dark, pigmented dog.
Grand Victrix at this show was a Bel-Vista solid Sendor, fish that was bred by the Peppings from
Joe Pepping from
right, St. Louis area.
That's Jack LaRue with this dog. Which one is? Who
That's
is
Best
it?
Puppy.
It's Best Puppy. Oh, that's the Yoncalla's breeding. Artist Shively bred this. She was the actual breeder of the Grand Victor in '67 and '69 too.
Yeah, this was a Mike's son, Alator's Folero.
And it is
The Yoncalla Mike's son.
the late Alan Sandell, who passed away just a week ago from this activity we're doing now. The president of the German Shepherd Dog Club, Bob Reuter, Judge John Seiler, and the handler of that dog is Bill Dooley.
Don, did he always wear that hat?
Bob Reuter? Yeah, he wore that hat at the Nationals. I don't know what about other times. He lived in Puerto Rico whenever he was the president. It's the late Bob Reuter. He too is deceased.
Well, in 1970 we began to see the high wither dog, and now we see him again. High withers are fashionably in.
This is Ed Lasanska, isn't it?
Right. That dog was bred by the Jenkins and had a lot of Wallace root breeding in him.
Tucker Hill's Angelique. Cappy Pottle. Sure, that's
I
Cappy
think
Pottle.
this bitch was, I believe, approximately 6 or 7 times select by the time she was retired.
Dog, that looks like Pat Ayers.
It is.
Showing that dog, Pat from Hawaii.
That's a West Coast stone dog. I don't remember his breeding it.
Joe Bihari's dog, Ulla, here. At least Joe Brett.
That's
this
Pat
one.
Parsons, sir.
Dr. Pat Parsons from St. Louis. Jim Norris, the late Jim Norris, shows Hollamor's Judd. I don't know who the lady is making the presentation. I believe a celebrity type, like Miss Arizona, I mean Miss Colorado, or Miss Denver or something. It is not the Sawyer girl from TV.
Stallion-like dog, they called him, and he surely looks the part.
I hope they're gonna move, yeah, they do move him. He was kind of a loosely ligamentated dog, but they didn't always have him in real good hard shape.
He looks pretty good going there.
Yep.
Ron Gates, who's now retired from handling.
Driving a liquor truck. Yeah.
He's making a living.
Goodness.
The two of them together. Hollamor's Judd, solid Sendor, some attractive presenter, and the judge.
This is a dog of Ernie Loeb's that I handled. Schlangenspitze. Really was a nice overall dog. He was a little too straight in pasterns.
This dog well known at the time. Bel-Vista's Hooligan.
That's Ken Cunningham handling him.
He's not seen around the dog shows anymore. I saw him a few years ago out in the Midwest there, Kansas City or St. Louis. His family was in dogs. His parents were in dogs too. We're losing some light here. This is a famous dog, Mr. Moses. You want to say anything about him?
Yep, it was a famous Lance son, and at the time was the top winning German Shepherd of all times. At that time he had, at the time he died, he had 36 all-breed best in shows.
I had the opportunity to give him a group or two. I never had him for a best in show. He's a very handsome dog. That's Kim Knobloch.
Oh, right.
Showing his dog.
This was an interesting dog. They made this breeding 3 times and produced three great dogs. Reno, Gilligan, and
Harrigan.
Harrigan.
There's Pat Ayers again. I saw Pat Ayers do a hula dance at a national dinner one time with a group from the state of Hawaii.
I've watched this pet Ayers judge a couple of futurities, and he's really an excellent judge
You know,
also.
he's a good dog man.
It's Neil Givens showing,
Ray-Mor's fleet.
right. This is also a best in show winner. Very stylish, handsome dog.
Yeah, that very upright, good sized dog. As you can see, he's
Right.
well angulated.
I'm sure he performed a little smoother than that when he was getting those best in shows.
Well, I think sometimes after the show's over and they're running around the ring, they don't put into it what they did during
Right.
competition.
There's Joe Bihari again.
He bred this dog. I don't know who
Right.
owned it. See, this gives us some good opportunity to see movement. These dogs, you're going to see only pretty good movement here. You're not going to see bad stuff. All of these go away fairly well. So this was I'm going to say a large sable dog.
It's Eric Renner.
Eric
handling
Renner
it.
showed this dog. He owned this dog too, I think, didn't he?
I don't remember.
This came along right on the heels of his import.
Bodo van Leerburg.
Bodo, This dog is so completely different from Bodo. It's amazing to see Eric with the two dogs.
This is another import.
I don't know this dog.
No.
Not this. This
This
is the
dog
hind
is
dog.
Scooty,
Scooty
but it
Sherlock
looks
Holmes
like
dog.
Oh, this is the. Oh, the dog. Oh, yeah, I know this dog. He's a. Had him in the specialty show. Gave him a breed one time. He's a good producer.
I finished him.
I was trying to think of the guy who had Dan that shows this dog.
Berkshire.
Yeah, that's right. Nice dog. It did
With
some good.
Angelique once again.
And Cappy Pottle showing her own dog again. Her own bitch.
She was gray-headed 20 years ago. I don't believe it.
Oh, I think she just touched it up to look that way.
Oh.
Angelique just kept going. She was at least 5 times she was a select bitch. Yes.
This is Gilligan's sister, Golly G.
And I guess that's Kim showing her too. They took pictures up on the platform there, and I don't think some of them
This
liked it.
particular bitch acted noise shy that day. She was not happy being inside. This bitch here is a bitch Dave Rinke owned, and was a Lance daughter. She was also a Canadian Grand Victrix.
There's Dave Rinke with hair.
The long, lean, and lanky David Rinke. That's right. I don't remember this one. I remember this name, Infrequent Schloss.
Oh, famous Jen McCoy.
Yeah. She had great skill in handling a dog. There's no doubt about that. As she got a little older, it was difficult for her to move them, but she always posed for the camera herself too. But she was one of the best handlers in her day. It's the late Virginia McCoy.
She knew how to keep a dog and get a dog to go out in front of her too, by staying behind them. So a lot of these turkeys could learn today.
Yeah. Oh, she trained a dog.
She was Walter Babcock.
Yeah. The late Walter Babcock.
I got best of breed and best of opposite sucks under him the day he died in the ring. Before he could mark the book for, he just gave me best of breed and my winner's bitch best of opposite, and went over to mark the book and
collapsed with a heart attack and died.
There, yeah.
So what happened?
Harry Watson, well, no, it was okay. That they just wrote it in the book, but Harry Watson had to come in and finish June the best puppy in it. He hadn't completed best puppy.
There's Uncle John. Marietta, we just passed her. She's I've been ring stewarding forever. And that's the end of this.
All right, well, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks very much.